Hello everybody! Go Away here bringing you another episode of Ace Academy. I'm not gonna lie, I messed up. I messed up big. I cannot for the life of me find this save file. Not the save file, this recording anywhere, so I will be redoing this one right now. I believe this is going to be episode 14. So without further ado, let's get back to where we left off. As you can see, it's between the January 22nd, 1421 to the January 22nd, 1457 recording. So let's get started back at meeting with Yuna at the cafe. Ask more about the pilot mental health. Yeah, that sounds like the one. I'll admit, I'm a little guilty of forgetting that myself. Is there currently a large emphasis on mental health screenings for pilots, or is that an ever-evolving process?
It's an ever-evolving process, and unfortunately, it usually takes a tragedy before people realize there's a flaw in the system.
Really? She nods.
Obviously, a pilot has to pass a mental health evaluation before he can earn his license, but that screening needs to be more rigorous and more frequent.
What do you mean?
Some mental illnesses are easily diagnosed, but some are more tricky, and some can disappear and reappear, like depression or addictions. Those are hard conditions to spot because for the most part, they must be self-reported. But if a pilot knows that he may lose his license because he has this condition, he may not report it. It could reach a level where he would not only endanger himself, but those around him.
Shouldn't his colleagues or teammates report him if they notice the pilot's change behavior?
They absolutely should, but the way the current system works, the responsibility falls on the pilot himself and not his peers.
Ah, she is so nice. She cares so much. Do you see how sad she is when she thinks about pilots getting hurt? Ah, still my beating heart. Yuna, still my beating heart.
Pilots who are on anxiety or depression medication can also be disqualified from earning their license just because of the medication use alone.
What if they were like mentally challenged, or they required pills that keep them sane, or even obesity or cholesterol pills? Are we not allowed to take those medications because we're pilots? Isn't that kind of like punishing the pilot for treating his condition?
There are arguments for both sides. The pilot is being punished for treating his condition, and because he uses the medication, he should be considered to be in sound mind. On the other hand, someone who is using the medication has a greater potential for significant underlying psychiatric or psychologic problems, and the side effects of medication is always unpredictable, so they're considered a risk.
I see. Huh, I guess both sides make sense. Which side are you on? Yuna's eyes flash.
I'm a strong advocate for reform. We need pilots to understand the severity of these conditions, and we can't encourage an environment of secrecy because that is what puts lives at risk.
She pauses, then her cheeks flush.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you.
Look, don't worry about it. I understand. You're very passionate about your field. People get very winded? Is that the word I'm looking for? Winded? I'm pretty sure it's winded. I get the feeling I'm not even using the word correctly. What I'm trying to say is, when people get compassionate about things, they show more emotion, and they put more emotion into their words, just like you're showing right now. So do not apologize for showing what you really feel. It's okay. I'm just glad someone like you is here to fight for what's best for us pilots. Yuna checks the time.
I need to get going. Sorry for lecturing you.
Always happy to listen to you, Yuna. No, don't be. I think it's great that you're so passionate about this. Passion is what creates change. She smiles brightly.
I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see you later too. Yeah, see you. She gathers up her things and leaves. I finish up my coffee, then follow her out of the cafe. I stop to grab a coffee at the campus cafe and sip slowly at the hot liquid. You know, I'll consider this kind of consistency because technically we were with Yuna in the cafe and we stayed in the cafe. But the weird part about this is the fact that technically seems like I did leave based off what happened in the last scene, and I just came back for another coffee. Unless this is like 2 hours later, I see no reason why I'm doing this. Repairs should be done by now. Time to go meet everyone. I finish a drink and make my way to the hangar. As promised, Yuna is waiting for me in front of the hangar doors. After a quick greeting, I swipe open the entrance. A different guard from last night sits in front of the doors. He barely glances at us as I led Yuna into the hangar and towards my gear. Once it comes into view, I freeze. The magnificent beauty that is a restored eagle nearly brings a tear to my eye. I circle it, but can't detect even a scratch on its armor. If I didn't know any better, I would have never guessed that the gear had gone through a battle.
Wow, they really did a good job, didn't they? It doesn't even look like the same robot.
Should I be offended by that? Realizing what she just said, she quickly backtracked.
Not that your gear didn't look good before. I just meant from the battle. It looks better than it did yesterday.
Don't worry about it. I was just joshing you. I'm not trying to, sound mean or anything. I just want to mess with you a bit, because you're actually quite fun to mess with. And unfortunately, I do not believe the viewers are ever going to know that unless I play Unipath. I cut her off with a laugh. It's okay, I get it. And I agree with you. She nods, looking a little relieved. Kaori is the first to arrive. She darts straight to her gear and does a complete inspection. Sho and Mayu trickle in after her, then split up and do their own inspection of their robots. Yuna and I wait patiently for them to gather around us.
The repairs? You got us a sponsor?
I didn't. Yuna did. At the mention of her name, Yuna waves to everyone. Yuna, this is Kaori, Sho, and Mayu. Each person nods when their name is called. Everyone, this is Yuna, my contact from the SBA. She's the one who somehow snagged us a sponsor in the nick of time.
Who is it?
I have no idea. Luckily, Yuna helps me out before I make too much of a fool of myself.
It's Dashu.
Sho and Mayu glance at each other in surprise, and Kaori takes a longer look at Yuna.
You're the Misaki girl, right?
Yuna fidgets slightly, clearly uncomfortable under Kaori's gaze.
Yes.
Then Dashu must be.
Yes.
Kaori just nods. Mayu's voice is soft but kind.
Thank you so much for what you've done. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we understand how difficult this must have been for you.
What the heck is everyone talking about? Like, seriously. Even Sho is unusually solemn.
It's really no problem at all. I was just doing my job.
Yeah, she was being nice. She got us a sponsor like she said she was gonna. Why are you making a big deal out of it, guys? Oh, I didn't know you guys knew Yuna.
We don't.
Awkward. Yuna laughs nervously.
Anyway, it was really nice meeting you all, but I need to get going.
She doesn't look at anyone in the eyes and seems impatient to leave. You should stay.
Thanks, but I've got some errands to run, and I'm sure you'll want to test out your gears before the match. I'll be there to cheer you guys on, though.
With a hasty goodbye, she rushes out of view. That was a little strange. I hope we didn't offend her.
That's one thing taken care of.
Kaori looks straight at me.
I hope you know how to activate that override mode thing. We'll plan our strategy around you using it.
Actually, I don't know how to activate it. Oh, okay. I still don't know how to. No foreplay before turning it on? Not possible. You know I'm gonna use this option. I can't just do that on demand, you know? It takes care and attention.
I never knew you were so needy.
Low blow, man. Low blow. We both grin. Kaori looks annoyed.
Can you idiots try and focus for 10 seconds?
We did. Look, I really don't know how to initiate it.
Maybe we can just do what you did last time.
Mayu shakes her head.
Last time it activated when his energy level got low. I don't think it's a good idea to risk that, especially against a non-AI team.
Kaori sighs.
Mayu's right. What about your weapons?
Yeah, about that. A voice interrupts me.
Hi, are you the owner of this gear?
He points to Eagle. Whoa, how long has this guy been standing there? Yeah?
Your weapon's cleared custom. Please sign here.
He holds out a tablet with an X indicating where I should sign. I glance at my team, but they're all as dumbfounded as I am. Okay. After signing on the tablet, I give the device back to him. Talk about a convenient coincidence!
What? We've been emailing you for the last 4 days asking you to claim your weaponry. I'm only here because obviously you don't know what to do and I want to close this work ticket.
I'm sorry, guys. Don't give me that look. Especially you, Kaori. I can't take any more leers from you. I fall silent. Sho lets out a snicker and Kaori facepalms. Don't facepalm. That's mean. Sorry. My bad. After ensuring the signature on his tablet processes, he nods and leaves. Well, I have my weapons now.
Finally. Go configure your gear and join us in the simulation when you're ready. Finally. Go configure your gear and join us in the simulation when you're ready. We'll get started with a warm-up.
I nod. I'll see you guys in a bit. I head to Eagle and make my way into the cockpit.
Gear initialization sequence completed. Loading gear layout screen.
I navigate through my gears options and configure it to my preferences. After a little bit of time, everything seems to be where it should be. Eagle, save configurations and set as default.
Completed. You have a pending virtual simulation request.
Please start it up.
In progress.
I wait as Eagle connects me into the team's virtual simulation battle.
There's Mr. Broseph.
Yup. I direct Eagle to grab its weapons and test them out.
It looks like your equipment registered just fine.
I'm ready for a fight.
Good. Let's see what you can do solo, so we can baseline your abilities.
Let's see. I'll give it my best. One-on-one, just how I like it. ... One-on-one, just how I like it. Let me show you how it's done.
Let's match you up with a level 48 AI program.
Level 48?
That seems a bit high for just a match to gauge his abilities.
Why? All of us can beat that on our own.
Yeah, but not on our first try. We lost numerous times before learning its pattern.
I'm up for it. Level 48? Change that to level 50. Maybe a bit lower wouldn't hurt. Level 48? Change that to level 50. I'm feeling cocky today. Level 48 is nothing. Change it to 50.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's get on with this already.
I don't know if it's such a good idea.
Whatever. I'm loading it since he thinks he can handle it.
My teammate's gear vanishes as they enter spectator mode. A few seconds later, an enemy gear prompts on my radar. Alright, Eagle, let's show them what we've got.
Combat mode activated.
I begin by equipping my rifle and blasting the AI with energy rounds. The rounds mostly connect, bouncing off the edges of the shield. Something must be wrong with the aim. I'm not that bad of a shot. Well, I can't use those. I switch to my sword and grin. I'm just as lethal with a blade anyways. Raising my sword, I take a striking stance. My blade isn't powering up. I barely have time to register what happens when I see a sword charging at me. Block? I block the attack just in time, but still eat up a lot of damage. These higher level AIs are no joke. Ow. The AI charges me again and I'm forced to block. For the rest of the match, I'm stuck in a defensive position as all of my weapons do very little damage. It's not long before my energy is drained and I get depowered. Damn. What the crap was that? My aim was true, but Eagle wasn't responding properly.
Yeah, man. Level 50 is a bit too intense.
I don't even think that's the case. Eagle's equipment wasn't responding properly.
That's your excuse?
It's not an excuse if it's true. No, I'm serious.
His attacks and aim didn't seem natural. I think it is something else.
Thank you. At least someone's thinking logically.
Run a scan on Eagle.
On it now. My team waits patiently as I run some diagnostics tool. Ah, I think I got it. It looks like the equipment wasn't calibrated after Customs did their in-depth examination. That's why the aim and attacks were off.
Is it something you can fix?
Not exactly. There are some hardware tweaks that need to be done, but I think this may require an engineer.
I suppose that makes sense.
That's great.
I suppose that makes sense. Gears also need the occasional tire rotation and oil change to make sure they function well.
Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally pressed too quickly.
That's great. But in case you didn't notice, we don't have an engineer.
She's got a point. I think I might know someone. I'll meet you guys in the hangar. And I think I know who he's talking about. The light flashes green on my teammates' comm screens and they disconnect from the simulator. After jumping out of my cockpit, I reunite with my team and dial Valerie's number. I knew it!
Hello.
Hello there, beautiful. Hey! I can practically hear the smile in her voice.
I knew you'd call.
How?
Just a hunch.
Was it something you saw in my gear last night? She laughs.
Call it an engineer's intuition. So, I'm guessing something's not working right, and you're in need of an engineer.
Yeah, actually.
Maybe you should ask your engineer to look.
Oh, she's busy.
Oh, busy not existing?
That's cold. She laughs at my hesitation.
Luckily, I can help.
Thanks, Valerie. Come meet us by Eagle.
Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes.
She hangs up. We don't have to wait long before Valerie arrives. I wave her over and she stands right beside me. Thanks for coming.
Of course. I wouldn't leave you hanging when you need me.
She smiles broadly. Sho coughs. Right, so this is the team. I point to each of them in turn. This is Mayu, Sho, and Kaori. Both Mayu and Sho wave while Kaori nods. Everyone, this is...
I'm Valerie. I watched your match during qualifiers and was impressed by all of you. It's great to finally meet you.
Believe me, it is great to meet you too.
You and every other guy has had that kind of reaction so far. Mayu glances at Sho while Valerie smirks.
So, you're an engineer?
That's right.
Kaori points to Eagle.
Are you able to calibrate his weaponry?
Yeah, my equipment just passed through customs and the calibrations are off.
Leave it to me.
She saunters over to Eagle's terminal and turns it on. Kaori follows closely behind her and watches her work. Occasionally, she'll ask a question which Valerie will happily answer. Sho, Mayu, and I hang back to give her space to work.
I don't know where you found such a hot engineer, but thank you for bringing her here.
Broseph, you are absolutely 100% welcome. Because I don't even know how I got her here. I met her in class. She's into me. I've seen hotter. She's into me. She gave me her number on the first day of class.
Seriously, man? I wish a girl would come out of nowhere and give me her number. Especially if she looks like that.
You don't want to say that in front of Mayu. I know you two have a thing going on, you know? I got that eye. I see things happening, you know? You two. Mayu X show ship. Mayu pouts, then sighs. You alright, Mayu?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure? You sound distraught. But she joins the girls right after answering. Sho and I exchange a glance. What's up with her?
I don't know.
Was it something we said?
Must be that time of the month again.
Guys, that's not always the reason girls can, you know, have mood swings or change of however they're feeling at the time. Women's cycle really do sync up. My sister's on hers too.
I am so sorry, Broseph.
I know, right? She was so mad at me this morning. Valerie not only calibrated my weapon, she also tweaked the rest of the team's gears, to improve everyone's performance.
Whew, well, that about does it.
I didn't know that changing one small setting will increase my power by 10%.
Yup. Trust me, you'll notice the difference in your match today.
Kaori seems impressed.
Your gears are all ready to go, so I'm gonna head out. I've still got some things to get done if I want to catch your match.
First of all, do you see Kaori smiling right now? Ah, that is so nice.
Let me know how all of your equipment feel when you test them out again. If I need to do some more tweaking, I will.
Sure, thanks again for doing all this.
It was my pleasure.
The pleasure was all ours having you here.
Good luck with the match. I'll be cheering for you.
How about this? If we win the match, you give me a kiss. Oh no, wait. Kaori's right here. This is what I get for going Kaori route, guys. She waves goodbye, then leaves.
I can't wait to test out those changes she made. She said she increased my speed. Those guys will eat my dust out there.
Awesome!
I watched her improve the coolant in my weaponry. She does seem very knowledgeable about gears.
Guys, she is totally engineer material. Yeah, waifu material, engineer material? Eh? Anything, guys? Okay, I'll shut up.
Okay, now that everyone's gears have been improved and weapons recalibrated, let's try out those changes in the simulator.
Within minutes, we are back in the virtual arena.
Alright, we don't have too much time, so we'll do a team match.
Darn, I was looking forward to scrapping that level 50 AI.
What's the plan this time?
No plan. Being able to improvise during a match is important. Keep communications open so we can change tactics accordingly.
Okay.
I'll load in a pre-made AI team now.
The simulation boots up a team of enemy gears.
Let's go!
We spread out and each face our own target. Looks like I'm not the only one who wants to see what the new calibrations can do. I face my opponent and go for my rifle. The enemy charges at me, so I take aim. Fire! Before my enemy can get close, I shoot one test shot and hit it in the chest. The AI is pushed back from the force of my blast. Yes! We are back in business. Just to be sure, I run through my other weapons. Everything seems to be in working order. As I settle on my longsword, I see the looming shadow of an attack. Dodge! I quickly block the attack and parry with a strike of my own. I feint an attack to the right, and then the AI moves to block. I change the side and strike above instead. BAM! The AI does not move fast enough and absorbs the blow. Before I can recover, I slice it again from below, and the AI goes dark. Soon the match is over. Looks like things are working perfectly on my end.
Same here. The tweak Valerie made might look small on paper, but the extra speed feels a lot better.
My rifle cooldown period also dropped about half a second.
Good. Between the gear repairs and collaboration upgrades, we should have a strong performance today.
Suddenly a notification pops up on my screen. Hello Ace 204911 pilot. Your battle is scheduled to begin soon. Please exit your gear so it may undergo pre-match preparations. Hey, did you guys just receive a message too?
Oh, that reminds me. We completely forgot to pick a team name. Ace 204911 doesn't go well on a t-shirt.
Yeah, but I can bet you it's definitely unique.
We can choose a name later. Mayu and I will meet you guys in the pre-combat room.
Sounds good. Let's go change, guys.
Okay.
Sounds good. We quickly hop out of our gears and separate into our corresponding changing rooms. Once we've changed into our pilot suits, we meet in front of the holo table in the pre-combat room.
Do we know who we're matched against?
No.
They don't tell you at Ace who you'll play? Mayu shakes her head.
No, they do. I think it's just been a busy week for us, so we didn't check.
Yeah. Getting a sponsor was our top priority. I didn't have the time to research our opponent.
Guess we're all finding out now then.
Kaori nods as she flips through the menus on the holo table.
Let's see here. ACE 204911. versus...
Kaori suddenly deflates while Sho perks up with his excitement.
Yes!
Ace 204911 versus Claw of the Wild?
You're in for a treat, Brosif.
Well, you seem excited, but Kaori, she looks less than pleased.
Nah, that's just her default expression.
Shut up, you idiot! Of course you like Claw of the Wild.
Why's that? Can someone please fill me in?
Well, the leader of that team is in the same dorm as Sho. Tatsuo Kimura.
Oh, okay, but that still doesn't explain why Kaori...
Because he's even more annoying than Sho.
Sho crosses his arms.
So rude. Tatsuo and I are incredibly pleasant.
Look, if he's anything like Sho, I may actually enjoy his company.
Maybe we should plan for the match while we still have time?
We all glance at Mayu.
I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
I think we should listen to Mayu.
She's right. I'll pull up what information I can on Claw of the Wind.
Wind? And those wild. We wait until Kaori sets up the playing field on the hologram. Soon both our gears and the enemy's gear populate the field.
Okay, done. Sho, do you have some insight on them?
Sho scrunches his brows.
The team is basically Tatsuo. If we can take him out, then the rest won't be much of a challenge without his leadership.
If he's calling the shots, wouldn't he be hanging back in a safe position?
It's not his style. He'll be the one charging in head first.
That seems like a tactical error. Keep listening silently. That seems like a tactical error. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Kaori nods.
We can set up a trap and focus target him when he rushes in.
We watch as Kaori maps out our plan of operation.
This might actually work.
I agree.
The plan is good. What if Sho's intel is wrong? The plan is good. Sounds fine to me.
I think his teammates will work hard to protect him if they see what we're doing.
That's true.
We think for a moment.
One of us can divert their attention at the start of the match to get them to separate.
Huh? One person against 3 gears? That's a suicide mission.
Sounds like plot armor fight.
It's about winning the match, Sho, not the individual battle. This sets us up with a favorable trade.
That makes sense, but who will be the decoy?
We look at each other. Whoever is picked will surely get depowered, but hopefully they can keep the enemy distracted long enough for Tatsuo to be taken out. I'll do it. It should be Kaori. Send Sho. Make it Mayu. Stay silent. I'll do it. I got this.
Really?
Are you sure?
I nod. You guys have competed together before and know how to play off each other's strengths to defeat Tatsuo. Kaori crosses her arms.
Just remember that your goal is to delay them from covering Tetsuo.
As if on cue, the map flashes red as the arena entrance doors slide open.
Alright, time to show them what we got.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode here because we're about to get into the fight and we're hitting that 30-minute mark. So, without further ado, thank you all for joining me today. If you like the content I provided, please like my video. Hit those thumbs up, smash those buttons until it cannot be pressed anymore. And of course, subscribe if you want to see any more content or any future content that comes out soon. By soon, I mean I upload daily, 3 times a day. Once Ace Academy, once for Fairy Fencer, and one for Evil Land. So keep an eye out for those. And last but not least, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this visual novel so far. There's really not much strategies and tips to get in with this, but maybe you have a specific character you like. Whatever it might be, please leave it down in the comments below, and I will see you guys the next episode of Ace Academy. Goodbye, everyone.